Alright, this is take 2 of a video that the cat kind of messed up. So therefore, there's already drawing on my whiteboard, my scribbles. And forgive the fact that I have paper taped to my whiteboard, but I can't find the whiteboard pens because a cat knocked them around the house. And I have no idea where they're under a table. Who knows? But anyhow. The video subject is my once-a-year video explanation to people who just don't get Facebook, the bitchers, the complainers about Facebook content, how people are using their Facebooks, and about their newsfeed. It has all kinds of stuff in it, and people are talking about every time they take a crap, and every time they eat breakfast, blah, 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 and they complain about it. Because they don't understand, 1, what Facebook is, 2, why you have every right in the world to put what you want on your Facebook, 3, how Facebook organizes things, picks who's in your newsfeed or whatever, and 4, the fact that you can do something about all of that. That it's fully in your control, what you see. Let's begin. What Facebook is. Okay, Facebook, back in the day, Facebook is basically a collection of pages, web pages. That's what it is. Personal web pages, interactive, they're all hooked together, and then they communicate with each other in such a way that you can see when the content on such a page has been added. Basically, they are alert bulletins that tell you that this is what happens, that's what's happening, and it's networked together so that you can actually interact. It is one step above a blog, a couple steps below a web page. That's all it is. It's nothing new and magical. Back in the day, all these web pages that we have, they're housed on little computers all over the place, hard drives. You would call up your company and say, hey, you know, I want web package, whatever, and they would say, we're going to give you so much storage space, we'll give you so much whatever, and then you hire a guru or you yourself make a web page and you store it on your hard drive, and you'd send all your pictures to this computer. You'd have an address or whatever, a computer address, and this is my web page, and then you would set it up so that you could put all of your stuff on there, and then it's given a name, and that name is how people can go look at that page. Simple enough. And all Facebook is the same thing. When you add somebody as a friend on your Facebook, you are basically asking permissions, it's called permissions, file permissions, to access their space. That's what it is. We call it friends, and it's a different setup, but in computer geekery, if you were to look at all the code that's in Facebook, that's what it is. It's file permissions, it's a whole bunch of different things that nobody has to understand because they made it for simple people, for the not stupid people, but just simpler, for the grandmother who doesn't know anything or whatever, for the young kids. They don't have to know all about all of how to make a web page or whatever. There's your web template. Stick a picture here, you put a picture there, here's some folders. Instead of adding folders with content on a web page, they're all provided for you. All you do is say, hey, I want it to be in pictures of my summer 2014, and you stick all your bikini pics in there and all that crap. It's simple, but it's made that way. And your space, when you sign up for Facebook, is your space. It's your place on this drive, to which, when people request you as a friend, you allow them into this place and look at your stuff. Fair enough. So it's your content, your place, your house. You give them the key. They come in and they look at your stuff. The problem arises over this damn newsfeed, because Facebook wanted to help out and let you know what all the other people in the collective are doing today. So you have either at the side of your Facebook, you have your news feed that runs down the side, or on phones it will actually be what happened. Sometimes it's organized in the center for certain apps, like my iPhone. And this news feed is such a problem to people, because if you happen to put something on your news feed, like you took a dump, and it looked like George Washington, they have an issue with it because they saw it. They were exposed to it. And so always just talks about their cat or whatever. Well, there's a reason why you see my stuff more than other people's. Facebook takes the most common people that you interact with, the pages that you like the most, the people whose Facebook you go see a lot, who you interact with, who you write to. It takes, and it weighs, out of your 300 friends, say, it will give you 20 or so of the most frequent people that you interact with or you go visit or whatever. So if you're going to look at their stuff, they show up on your newsfeed a lot more. If you talk to them a lot more or whatever, they usually show, because Facebook is saying, hey, well, these are the people you're interested in. These are the closest people to you. We're going to let you see what they're doing more, so you keep tabs on them. It's assuming that those people are what the people that you're mostly interested in. No problem. Makes sense, right? If you're looking at their stuff or you're interacting with them, then you probably give a shit about seeing what goes on. It also throws in a few wild cards, or maybe you only look at 3 or 4 people and it likes to put 50 of the top people. So you'll get people that you don't necessarily deal with, but they'll come up all of the time. That can change, because you can go into your Facebook, you can click on the people you don't want to see and just remove them from the newsfeed. Not take them off your friends list, not delete them. It just takes them off your newsfeed. You don't want to see every time they take a crap. You don't want to see every time their kid gets a goddamn award and gets a trophy for showing up at a baseball game. Fair enough, but you want them to be your friend. That's fine. But you have the option. This is, you choose this. You choose what you see. And the problem that there is that people think it's a radio station and you're exposed to everything, and oh my God, I had to hear this crap go on that offended me. And it isn't. It's radio, but the thing is, you're setting a station in your presets, or allowing, say you don't like rap music, and you have a rap preset in one of your 6 little things on your radio. Why would you do that? And then you go through your stations, and every time you hit the rap station, you go, there's that music I hate, fucking rap, and you hate it, and then you move on. It's ridiculous. You wouldn't do that, would you? No. You'd program that station to listen to something that you like, and you wouldn't be exposed to what you didn't want to see, even by accident. So take the people off your newsfeed. Stop bitching about what they're saying, and just remove them. If it's that bad, if you don't want it, that's your fault. When people complain about why other people are cluttering up their newsfeed, you look like a fucking moron who doesn't know how to use Facebook. To those of us who have a clue, you're not standing up and they're not making them look bad. I'll post whatever I want on my Facebook page. That's the way I am. My opinions are mine. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of who I am as a person. I'm not afraid of what I do, where I go. Definitely not what I say. And I don't really care if people have a problem with it, because I'm my own individual. But bitching about me being in your newsfeed, if I say something off color or that you deem as off color, you're the idiot. Not me. That's your issue. So people, learn how to use the page. And one small thing that has to do with this newsfeed business too, is there are people who are upset, like say they'll have a party or they'll do something and they'll post it on Facebook, and they assume that you see it, because they're assuming that you come up in their newsfeed every day, and my party should have gone right by you. Not necessarily so. They may not interact with you in such a way that they come up in the newsfeed. I have 200 some odd friends, and I probably 150 of them, I haven't seen activity from them in forever. But if I go to their Facebook page, I will see a post from yesterday, so they're on it. But they're just not in my newsfeed. The newsfeed thing, get a handle on it. Learn about it. Well, you shouldn't have to learn about it now because I've explained it to you a little bit. But just stop bitching about it. Do something about it. That's all we ask. Because you know what? People that bitch about the newsfeed are just as bad as the stuff that comes up in it sometimes.